Hello?
We're joined in the jacuzzi today by
Speak a bit more.
Scrappy Hood and Medders, and we're going to be talking a bit about the recent production for the Why Should the Devil Have All the Best Tunes music video. So first off, Jack, I mean, how did you actually get into the industry of theatrical smoke?
I remember seeing Starlight Express as a child and seeing those guys run around on the roller skates with the smoke coming up.
Obviously, yeah, because the smoke for me, that had a massive impact.
It was a huge impact. It sounds a bit strange, but I think a lot of my inspiration is from Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a theatre.
What, your look?
Yeah, no, not my look. No.
But also there's a real lyricism in the way that you use smoke.
Yeah.
The smoke is often, obviously people just apply it.
People disregard the smoke. People think, oh, some guy with a smoke machine, blah, blah, you know. But, you know, there's a talent to it.
It really is, and I think I certainly learned that because I've always overlooked that role. And I got you, obviously, on account of your 4 years experience, which you...
That's six, Sean.
6 years experience gained at the... What was it, exactly?
The Reggae Shack in Brixton Windmill, really. Yeah.
So you seem like the obvious candidate to pick for the production.
Yeah, if you want, if like, you know, I'm known, you know, in London. If you want to smoke, I'm the guy you call.
So I mean, first off, I mean, well, one of the things that I noticed that in some shots there's quite a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
And in other shots you'll find there's actually no smoke at all. Do you want to?
Yeah. Well, the thing that's tricky. There's about three different types of fluid. There's light, medium, and heavy. And it's a bit like, you know, it's a bit subjective, really.
Sounds complicated.
It is complicated. There's 3 types. So
in what situation? Why would you use those varying gauges of smoke?
Well, if you want a sort of light smoke, you probably buy the light smoke fluid. You know, a bit medium smoke. If you want a medium smoke, you put medium. If you want really heavy smoke, you have to like really shell out and get the heavy sort of smoke. You know, it diffuses the background, Sean. Like if you have a light fog, it diffuses the background. It makes the background. It makes the foreground stand out more. It like the background will you know, become less important because it's slightly got a slight tinge of smoke over it, and the foreground will be a lot more bold. Yeah, that's why you use the light smoke.
And we noticed that on some point, some quite poignant scenes. I noticed this as a director, just observing your work and the way that you do work. There were times when smoke was really essential in the shot, but
yeah, of course it is.
You weren't actually in the room. You were somewhere else. You were outside of the room. So therefore, there's some continuity issues.
Right.
So what was your method? Why?
Well, I don't know. My theory about smoke, Sean. I mean, once you've got some smoke in the room, like you can sort of let the smoke do its thing, really. Especially on a shoot like we were doing, like a horror shoot, like something from the occult. Obviously, like if you carry on with a smoke machine, if you're operating it permanently yourself, it can look too forced. And I think, like, because we were trying to create the effect of the occult, so it looked like the smoke had to kind of. It was a kind of, you know, it was the devil and the occult. You know, you had to leave it be, really, and it looked a lot more natural, or unnatural, as they say.
Like the Beatles.
Yeah.
Let it be.
A bit like the Beatles.
I've got a few questions actually from fans that fans have emailed in.
Oh, wowzers.
Jesus.
Okay. Let's read this first one.
This is really been. It's a bit of a...
Well, who's this?
Okay,
we weren't ready for this one. We weren't ready for this.
Okay, alright, so the first question, just how do you get such a rich texture and density to your smoke? And that's from David from Essex.
David, thanks for writing in, David. To get the texture, David, I think you need to, you can't just have a smoke machine in one place. You've just got to move it around quite a lot. It has to be moving around, and you know, make sure it's like permanently heated up, and it's got to have constant smoke flowing out of it. But obviously you've got to not get it in the shots, but you just got to be careful and just. I think the smoke comes better from the ground up because it kind of rises. I don't know if you answered your question or not, but it was David from Hull, is it?
No, from Essex.
Oh, Essex. Cheers, Dave.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. Were any members of the cast and crew at all harmed by the smoke that they inhaled?
Well, Sean, I can answer that in one question.
That one's from Simon from Hornchurch.
Oh, Simon Hornchurch. Well, Sean, I can answer that in one question. In one answer, I mean, and that answer would be yes. JJ Crash has asthma.
Yeah. Asthma's quite a common problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I think Linford Christie's got asthma.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you're right.
But he ain't got a smoke machine in his face.
Yeah, it should do.
No, I just had to give the smoke a break. you can't. People are so ignorant, Sean. Sometimes, you know, people think, oh, it's another guy doing the smoke machine. You know, like what's this guy's problem? He walks, turns up with a 40 quid smoke machine and a bottle of smoke fluid. You know,
Yeah.
you know, but
Yeah.
you got to learn. Like you have you do have to learn. Yeah.
Let's move on to another. I'm going to stop you there. We'll move on to another question.
Great. Signing on, sir. It's great.
This is
question.
the third and
Great
final question. And this one's from Tracy from Hackney.
Hi Tracy, darling. You right? Right, love.
And Tracy's question is, how much were you
What's
totally...
she look like?
Tracy's question was, how much were you totally losing it that day?
You right, Tracy? How you doing? If you want to email me, supercigarface@gmail.com. Tracy, I wasn't really losing it that much really because I had full confidence in the smoke machine really. People say, you know, like a poor workman like blames their tools, but I had the tools at my disposal. You know, obviously you come prepared. You know, if you come prepared and it takes a few days, you know, like with the smoke, and you have to visualise your set. So I wasn't really losing at all, Tracy. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but it's kind of a stupid question.
Well, for me, as a once again,
I agree 100% there, Jack.
What?
I agree 100%.
well, no, but for me, from a
Just off a nuts.
Sorry, Tracy.
But for
Right,
me,
another
from-
next question.
once again, from
Sorry,
just as a bystander, it did appear like you was totally losing it.
You know, as Baden Powell said once, be prepared. You won't lose it.
We often like to quote Baden Powell, certainly during
Yeah, and also he's got the same birthday as me, 22nd of the 2nd February. Like,
So do you feel some kind of affinity with Baden Powell?
a little bit. I mean, he's helped the kids. I've helped the kids. You know, I feel like you're my kid sometimes.
Because I know that you picked up a nickname during the production,
What was that?
and that was the Toss and Ons.
Toss and on. Yeah, that one.
That was the sort of affectionate nickname that the cast and the crew were calling you. They would say, "Oh, where's that Toss and Ons with all of his?"
Oh God! First I heard about this. God.
I think at the time you was in the garden,
Right.
Yeah, drinking. Stella.
quite heavily actually, quite heavily. I think probably whenever people see the video, the sequence they always talk about is the sequence with the rotating, you know, the POV with a candle.
Yeah.
And do you want to talk about that, because that's quite artistic and there's quite a lot of smoke in that.
Yeah.
How did you actually do that sequence?
I don't know. It was a very time-consuming sequence.
Because a lot of people think it was done with computers.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't, Sean. No, it wasn't, Sean. No, there was no CGI involved in that at all. Pure smoke. Don't know. Obviously, my years as a smoke machine operator. We don't need things like CGI really. I find CGI to be a bit, you know, I think it's a distraction of the movie really. We're not making Transformers 2 here. You know, we're making authentic horror.
You never get the same piece of smoke twice, which I think was really interesting. Do you?
Yeah.
You never. I think there's probably has anyone written a book about that, or is there any scientists?
I'm about to release one.
There was someone who
No,
made
actually,
something about the sound of stairs falling down another flight of stairs once,
Was that?
which is the only thing I could maybe put it close to.
What does that sound?
Exactly.
Like that. Cuts.
Yeah. That would be a. that'd
So,
probably
sorry,
be-
were you having
You don't
was that a
have
problem?
to-
Was it there?
No.
No. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, we don't. Jack, you don't say cut.
It's
I'm interviewing. We'll keep the camera rolling.
Oh, okay. Right.